Hi folks, I'm Tai Sierra, Breville's Development Kitchen Manager for North America. Everybody loves a good homemade pizza. Today, I'm going to show you how to make great pizza in your countertop oven, reminiscent of your favorite childhood pizza spot. Making pizza at home is really awesome. You get to customize and go hog wild with the ingredients. For the countertop ovens, I really like sticking to pan pizzas and sheet pan style pizzas. So let's start with the dough. So I have a little bit of flour here. I like using the food processor for just about everything. A little bit of yeast, sugar, and salt. Pulse all of our dry ingredients. And then this is just to combine. To this, I'm going to add about 5 ounces of warm water. You want it around 100 to 110 degrees, and about a tablespoon of olive oil. And we're just going to add this while it's going. I let the dough go for about 60 seconds, and that kind of helps develop my gluten. So you can see it's got a nice stretchy texture. And now we're just going to transfer it into a bowl that has about a tablespoon of olive oil in there. Let it get covered in olive oil. We are then going to cover this, and it's going to go into the oven. And we're going to proof this for 45 minutes at 100 degrees. Looks like the dough is finished proofing. It's almost doubled in size. You can see it's kind of, a little springy, but you can still see the little dimples. We're going to put it into a roasting pan. We're going to oil this roasting pan with 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and make sure you get into all the corners and get good coverage. This is going to help the pizza release, and it's also going to give you a really nice color on the bottom. So I'm going to gently transfer this into the roasting pan, and we're going to spread this out. The dough's going to be a little bit hard to stretch out at this point because the gluten hasn't finished relaxing. So we're just going to stretch out as best as we can, and then we're going to let it rest for another 30 minutes. So now it's stretched out, going to cover it with a little bit more plastic wrap and let it sit for 30 minutes. And while that proofs, we can make our sauce. For the sauce, you're using a 28-ounce can of whole tomatoes that we've been draining. We have some salt, some crushed red pepper, and a few leaves of basil, and a garlic clove. We're going to put that whole can of crushed tomatoes. You can see all that excess moisture that's been dripping out. Salt, crushed red peppers, whole garlic clove, and some basil leaves. And we want a chunky sauce here, so we're just going to pulse it a few times. All right, let's check the consistency. Yeah, so you can see there's like some nice big chunks of garlic and tomato in there, and that's what you want for this style of pizza. This dough has been sitting at room temperature for 30 minutes. It's going to be a lot more relaxed, and it's going to make it a lot easier for me to get all the way into all the corners. Make sure that you get a nice even layer all the way across. Also, if there's any air pockets kind of stuck underneath, just lift it up and push it out. We're almost there. We just need one final proofing. That's going to be about 20 minutes, again at 100 degrees, and we're going into the oven. Let's cover this. Back into the oven. And this time we're only going to go for 20 minutes. This dough has been resting for about 20 minutes. You can see it's all nice and relaxed and ready to go. So for sheet pan pizza, I know it's going to be a little counterintuitive, but we first start with the cheese. We're going to sprinkle this evenly across the whole top and make sure to get all the way to the edge. You really want to protect the dough so it doesn't get overly browned. So we're going to preheat this oven in pizza to 425 degrees, and we're going to be cooking for 15 minutes. While that's preheating, I'm going to finish topping my pizza. We have a cup of that sauce that we made earlier, and we're just going to dollop it on top of here. Doesn't have to be perfect. It'll spread out as it cooks, so don't worry about there being any gaps in there. Last little bit here. And then finally, pepperoni. Spread this evenly across the top here. I'm a little obsessive, so if it comes out like a perfect grid, that's just me. Okay. Set the oven for 425, 15 minutes, and make sure that rotate remind is on because you're going to want to rotate this to make sure you get even cooking. I'm just going to go ahead and pop this right in. So that pizza's ready. Let's get it out. Oh yeah. Nice cheesy happiness happening around here. Little curled pepperonis. We're going to run this butter knife around the outside just to kind of let it release. Completely released. Here we go. Out onto the cutting board. Now I'm going to slice this up. So let's take a look at the bottom here. Nice golden color. That's going to be really delicious flavor. And you see how the dough's kind of risen a little bit. So it's going to be really delicious. I hope you're all super excited to make your own pizza at home. It's so fun and so easy, and another place where these countertop ovens really shine. If you want to dig deeper into pizza, be sure to check out our Pizzaiolo class. That's going to help you dial in more wood-fired style or New York style pizzas. Also, we got all kinds of great on-demand classes on the Breville Plus app, always free when you pair your compatible appliances. In the meantime, find us on social. We're at Breville and we're always cooking. Until next time, keep cooking. All right, I've waited long enough. I'm gonna have some of this pizza. Oh my god, it's so good.